getting all the hair off, I'm like, I felt like crying. I was like, damn, bro. Like it's been so much a part of me this whole entire like process and the journey and the growth through. That was kind of like that's how it felt. Like a storybook of the growth through COVID and everything like that. And then like to come back to like, oh, okay, now we back. Cause this the Hefe look.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, bro, both looked really, really good. But there was a time where he was talking to you. He was just having a conversation with you, and he cut off a big chunk and he like threw it on the ground, and he just continued his conversation. He didn't stop for a second and be like, this might be a little painful. I know this is a part of your power, but it's all right. Like I was like, damn, why aren't you coaching my boy through this?
That's exactly how I felt. That was the moment. And then when he pulled forward, I was like, oh, okay. But I'm trying to keep my cool because we're in a conversation, but I want to be like, God, Jesus, oh my gosh. But yeah, it was like once it was off, the weight was the hair was off, it was kind of like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Like now we're into this new journey.
Yeah, dude, I love it, bro. It looks really, because I've never known you with short hair, man. So it's really good to see your face, really good to see the head, my man. So happy for you, and I'm happy that you're gonna have a cool, cool summertime. So let's do this. I want to go to Mel. Mel, if you can, I'm gonna have you put your camera on. I'm gonna have you take us out on the field on this beautiful, beautiful Monday morning. So Melody, Leone, are you there? Are you free? Are you available? Melody going once.
Yes, I am. Just give me 1 second.
Okay. Knew I was gonna call. I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Go ahead and bring us out on the field on this glorious, glorious morning. It's good to see you.
Okay. Yeah, I was actually really surprised to see Jeff cut his hair too. Man, I mean, handsome either way, but every lady likes a good fade. I gotta be honest. Like, you look good, bro. You look good. So, good morning, everyone. I know you guys probably haven't seen my face in a couple of weeks or maybe a couple of months, depending on where we are, but I've been going through some health issues. So I've kind of been at home on bed rest, taking care of myself, taking care of my body. And I think that, I wrote about this on my Instagram, but you go through seasons in your life. And I feel like I went through 2 years with Team Fast, and I watched this entire team unfold in a very fast way. And it was one of the most exciting journeys of my life. And I didn't ever give myself any time for like self-care or family time. We did a big move. I never got integrated into the house. I mean, we were still living out of boxes for like the last, 6 months. So the past month has been a big healing journey for me. I want to introduce a book to you guys that I've been reading. I think y'all would really, really love this. It is a New York Times bestseller. It is called The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer. And this book is a game changer for me right now. It is just talking about being present and the thoughts that you're thinking in your mind. And are you conscious and aware of all the thoughts that you're thinking in your mind? So I'm deep into this book. It is so, so good. Like I literally think about it all day long. I've been putting my thoughts in check every single moment of the day. I'm very, very aware. But I miss you guys and I love you guys. And I hope you guys crush this week. I am definitely going to be out on the field this week. I'm going to be out in the office tomorrow in Walnut Creek, cleaning things up, getting ready for our new space. So I'm really excited to see all of you guys, and I hope you guys crush it. Like I am so excited to see all of your smiling faces this week. So I love you guys, and thank you for the support, E.
I love it. I love it. And Melody, I want to make an agreement with you, if you would, just an official handshake over a screen. When you're done with that book, and I am done with this book, I would like to trade you. For the people that have not read this book, this is my newest read. It is Still This Speaks. I am only in 2 chapters, but it is a truly, truly powerful book. So Mel, if you want to do official trade when you're done with your book, we'll trade for books if you're cool with that.
Down.
Because this, knowing you is right up your alley, and knowing the people that are on the screen, this is right up everyone's alley. Stillness Speaks. The author is Eckhart Tolle. It's a really, really easy read, and it is the power of now. Highly, highly recommend that you guys pick up this book. So for a little bit of an icebreaker this morning, we have some guests on the line. So before I go any further, Ebony, say hi. Ebony, tell us how you know Michael and why he encouraged you to come to this meeting today.
Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Ebony Johnson, and I am actually scheduled to take my real estate exam May 28th. So my brother actually is friends with Mike, and so I reached out to him just to kind of ask him for some tidbits and some gems on how I can pass. And he was just spitting some knowledge to me, and he told me to join your wonderful huddle. So I'm here. So I'm excited.
I love it, Ebony. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some career days. This is actually going to be 4 times a month, so you can kind of learn about the company. And then where are you located, Ebony?
I'm in Fairfield.
Oh, you are? Okay, cool. So if you can make it, we're going to do twice a week. We're going to do study hall here in our Oakland office. So if you just want to come around and be with other like-minded people that are in the, you know, the studying phase and like have a buddy or accountability partner, we're going to have that space available to you. So Ebony, thanks for being here, and it's nice to meet you.
I love the energy already. Thank you.
Awesome. Do we have any other guests on the line today? Anybody that would like to introduce a guest? God bless you, Chris. All right, Cortez, you had your hand up, bro.
I have a guest. He's actually my brother. He's actually lives in Dallas, but he's going to be switching over to EXP. He's out there killing it already. And I've been telling him about the group coaching. His name's Carlos Walker, and he's on right now as well.
What's up, Carlos? You didn't have to show your brother up, bro, and dress all nice. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you guys doing down there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, brother. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Nice to be on this group with you guys.
Nice to have you, brother. How long have you been in the game?
I've been licensed here in Texas since 2019. I actually first got licensed in Chicago years ago. I'm originally from Chicago, so I was licensed in Chicago in 2000, but got out of the business. Just recently got back in 2019 when I moved here to Dallas, Texas.
Very cool. Well, listen, my man, let's stay connected. I'm actually going to be in Dallas in less than 3 weeks, so let's have a conversation, obviously, between that. But I'm going to be in your neck of the woods. It'd be cool to meet you and have some lunch,
awesome.
Or, you know, have some food and talk. But
awesome.
Nice to have you here. Welcome, welcome. So, you guys, this weekend was a really, really powerful weekend for us. We went out to, was that you, Roxanne? Sorry.
Yeah. Dang, Elias, you got an eye on you.
What's up?
Hi, honey. Hi, I have someone on the line also. She's listening into the coaching call this morning. I'm not sure if she wants to say hello, so I don't want to put her on blast, but if she wants to, she can say hello. Of course I do. Happy Monday, everyone.
Love it. Well, hello to our phantom person. Welcome and thank you for being here. All right. Well, good to have you here as well, Roxanne. So you guys, this last weekend was a really, really powerful weekend. We had the opportunity to go to Raquel Quinette's mastermind, and it was a very, very small group of people. It's probably about 60 people, 2.5-day mastermind. Glenda Baker was there, which was really cool. I was a little like starstruck just to be able to see her. But at the end of the day, she's just a normal person. She's a realtor. She just shoots a lot of content. So, you know, the question kept on coming up, or the conversation kept on coming up about proximity, right? And as you guys are growing into this business and you're developing relationships and you're getting yourself in these rooms, I think it's truly, truly important to look at your proximity to the people that are doing the things that you want to do in this business. Right? It's about who are you learning from? Who are you masterminding with? And it doesn't just have to be with inside of our organization. There's so many things that you guys can be doing and should be doing and could be attending in order for you to grow. When I go to these events, I love to get on the mic and talk about our journey, but I think more importantly, like I love to fill up my own cup, because why? In the effort to better serve you guys, in the effort to always grow, I have to make sure that I am staying fresh with new ideas, new content, like really, really looking at business in a different way, looking at myself as a leader in a different way. So I absolutely love going to these events. And if you don't follow Raquel Quinette, make sure to give her a follow, because she is a super inspirational, powerful, powerful woman in the business. And she leads from a stance of contribution. And what I've seen in this business in the recent years, the people that are contributing the most in real estate are the ones that are winning the biggest, right? When you serve first, everything else will follow. And so I had an amazing, amazing time. I'm going to be sharing with you some of my takeaways over the next couple of weeks, but I wanted to ask you guys all a quick question. And if you are not driving, I want you to play along with me. And I want to share this quote with you guys because I thought it was super powerful. If you're working on something exciting that you really care about, you don't need to be pushed. The vision pulls you. I'm going to make this very clear to everybody that's on the call today. I am not here to push you towards something that it's like, oh, white knuckling, right? That's not my job. My job is to support you in the journey to where you are already going. So if you need to be pushed and it's not a vision that's pulling you, you need to get realigned. I don't need a push from Kenny, from Karina, from Molly, from John, from Melody, from anybody else here. I am pulled every single day by a vision of what I'm going to create in this world and in this business. I don't need anyone to push me because I'm already pulled. Do I need a little bit of support along the way? Absolutely, I need that. But you guys all have something in you, some desire to achieve more, a desire to give back to your kids, to create an ability to have financial freedom, whatever that looks like, right? If you're working on something exciting that you really care about, you don't need to be pushed. The vision pulls you. So I wanted to ask a question, and I wanted to get introspective for a quick minute. I want you to write in the chat down below, what do you believe your superpower is in business? Or what do you believe your superpower is in general, right? I want to hear from you guys because this is a really easy way to start the conversation. I'd like to have a little bit of fun with you guys. So what do you believe your superpower is? And I am going to start reading them out. I'll start this off so it sounds a little bit more natural and it feels natural. My superpower is my energy and my ability to connect with human beings, right? I've literally built a business off of those superpowers. Being able to read people, Linnell said that. Tiana says ability to adapt and connect. Michael Swanson said the ability to connect with everyone. I love this. Ability to disarm. Wow. Clarence said ability to, sorry, let me slow this down. Let me go. Ability to disarm. Oh, to work through all situations. Being a people person. Daniela says, my superpower is my ability to connect with every person I come across. I love this. Ability to make people comfortable enough to open up instantly. Amanda says, being able to gain trust in people within a few minutes. Cortez says, I'm a chameleon. Jeff says, empathy. I love this, you guys. Anything else? All right, feel free to load this up. I really, really love the responses and I love the participation at a very, very high level. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to take a minute, building rapport and trust fast. My laugh makes people smile. Absolutely, Nicole, I absolutely believe that. So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to do two things for me. And if you don't have the ability to do this, you guys can come back. Vanessa says caring, but tough. Yeah, I love that. I love that. So I want you guys to write down a couple things. Obviously, you know what you're great at. You know what your superpower is to the world. So I just want you to do a quick check-in with yourself and with your business. And this is a great opportunity for you to really just kind of write some things out. I believe in getting it out of the mind, doing a brain dump, and really trying to evaluate where you're going in business. This last weekend, the reason why this event was called Play Bigger is because we're all big thinkers. When I look around the room, when I look at the Colettes, when I look at the, Chris's, Christina, when I look at Nicole, Kenneth Brown, I could go on and on, Otis, Clarence, whoever you are, I think that we all think big, right? Well, the premise of the conversation over the last weekend was, let's play bigger. Let's not just think about all the things that we want to do. How are we going to take action and actually play bigger? And so it's just a, wow, I was thinking about that. There's tons of things that I'm thinking bigger about, but like, what do I want to play bigger on? And so I want you guys to do a little worksheet for me and just write a couple things down. Let's do a quick business check-in. If you have the ability to do this, if you're not walking or driving, please write these down. Business check-in. First things first, what's working in your business right now? You've obviously identified what your superpower is. I want you to ask yourself, what is really working in your business right now? Second question, what are your biggest challenges right now in your business? That's number two. And who or what can help you? And then the last thing is the best thing that you've implemented in your business. If you're brand new, if you're seasoned veteran, whatever it is, what is the best thing that you've implemented in your business? All right. So let me go through this one more time. What's working in your business? What are your biggest challenges? Who or what can help you? And the best thing that you've implemented into your business, right? So I want you guys to think, I want you to get introspective. I want you to take some notes. By the end of the conversation today, if you guys have some notes you want to share, cool, I'm going to call on you and then we will share your notes. There's a second portion of this too, and I think that this is a great opportunity because I felt we did this exercise as a group. I actually co-moderated the event and I thought it was really, really powerful because I got to write down some things that I didn't really even realize were really, really powerful for me in my highlights of this year. You guys, it's been, what is it? It's almost 5 months into the new year. And so I wanted to ask you guys, and here's another couple of questions. Like, what are the top 5 highlights of this year so far? And it doesn't have to be just business. It can be personal as well. And I'm going to share some of mine with you guys to really just set the tone. Top 5 things that you're looking forward to, and then top 5 bucket list items, right? Like think about that. And why I think these questions are so cool and they're so powerful is it just makes you truly, truly look at your life and like be grateful for everything that you've created. So I'm going to share mine if you guys don't mind. And I'm going to share, I wrote a bunch of stuff out for today's meeting. So I just want to share this with you guys. And let me get to mine right here. All right. So is anybody writing right now? Does anybody have some things that they're writing? Good. I love this. I love this. All right, guys. So top 5 highlights of the year. And I'm going to try not to get emotional because some of these things are super, super emotional. But in an effort of vulnerability and sharing and opening up, I want to share mine with you. So my number 1 for this year was getting back with my son's mother. Super, super powerful and what it's done for me, what it's done for my son. Number 2, taking my mom on vacation. Like to be able to give that back to her. And even if it's just a quick 4 or 5 day vacation, she saw Roxanne's birthday and she's like, I want someone to do that for me. And so we spoiled my mom, took her on this amazing vacation. Becoming a national coach, getting speaking engagements, and the growth of the company and the growth of my department in Cynthia and in Eric. And then one of the highlights of this year is realizing the impact that I've had on human behavior. And I think I've been able to now quantify that in different ways because I've seen the success amongst you guys. Top 5 things that I'm looking forward to this year: Disneyland with the family, $2 billion in production, 25 live shows, growing my EXP rev share to 200 agents, launching our career days, and putting my son in karate. Top 5 bucket list items. I'm going to the Amalfi Coast, dream wedding, purchasing my mom her house, and purchasing 2 Airbnbs, right? So why do I say this, you guys? Because there's so much that is possible for us in this business. We literally can change the lives of so many people around us. And this is part of dreaming bigger and playing bigger. So I wanted to ask those thoughts. I want to share that insight with you. And I wanted to be vulnerable and share my own. And I wanted to hear from you guys. Is there anybody that has wrote some notes down that they would like to share, would like to contribute so we can hear from you guys? Would anybody like to go and tell me how their mind is working thus far, how their heart's working? Cortez, you have your hand up, bro. Is that an old hand or a new hand? You're muted, bro.
That was the old hand, but I was writing down some of my highlights. I didn't get all the way through, but 3 of them was I stopped smoking this year. And that was super big for me. I was a huge weed smoker. I don't think Snoop could compete with me at all. We just got our remodel started on our house like last week. And we have a wedding date. So we got a wedding date set. So those are the 3 things I had so far. And I'm still writing down stuff.
Dude, I love this, my man. And then on the other questions, your business check-in, what's working on your business? What are your biggest challenges? What or who can help you? And the best thing that you've implemented. Do you have anything on your notes?
Well, for me, one of my hugest challenges was just getting started. I kept having situations, just to be transparent, with child support. So they kept taking my license, even though I was current, but they just kept like taking it. But we got it all fixed. I officially got it on Saturday. So that was definitely holding me back because I couldn't really really get to work. So I got my certificate on Saturday. I'm signed over at EXP. So that's all I can think of right now. But
cool, man. Well, I love it, bro. And congratulations on quitting smoking, and congratulations on setting a wedding date. Otis, let's go to you, my man. You always got gems to drop, bro. Let's hear from you.
All right, good. I got about 3 each. I'll start off with the business part. The first part, I can relate with Cortez. It's just getting organized. Like I have a habit of moving like 1,000 steps per minute. Like I guess my download system is like always firing. I can never turn it off. And I kind of like start something, do that 50%, start another, do that 75. And I got a real gem from Jim, actually. He told me, like, you know, just focus on one thing at a time, and that way you can give it a full 100%. So that's what I've been trying to implement this past week. But I have been going through a lot of personal stuff as well. So the organization part now is really going to be held accountable to myself, because I really need to get that done. And then focusing on just one thing, making sure I see that all the way out, because that way I'll be able to give it my full 100% attention. And then lastly, implementing, I call it Fast Buddy. I told you at the foundation, I had something to talk about with you. Just because it's the name, I think it's killer. Fast Buddy is just me, Chris, Cortez right now, weighing in every day with colleagues just to get different perspective of what they're doing, how it works for them, and maybe if I can implement it myself. And it's been helping me a lot, especially Cortez, because he's holding me accountable. Like, he says shit that I need to hear, and he doesn't sugarcoat it. So I'm very grateful for the team and that part of my business. For the personal highlights, I would have to say is my son, his first birthday. The reason why this week's been so challenging for me is because I don't know if a lot of people have known, but the people I have connected, I have told you that I lost my brother 9 years ago. He was murdered. And it's been one of the most difficult things in my life. And this past week, we just started trial after 9 years. So it's brought up a bunch of emotions for me, and it caused me to miss the open house this Sunday because my other brother is having some health issues, and he's my go-to babysitter. So I couldn't dump my 3 off, and then my 2 nieces all on him because he could barely get out of the bed. But that first birthday, talking my son into fruition for 9 years, there was no better feeling to be able to have that first one in the books, and it's really been a game changer for me. And then reinventing myself, like a lot of you guys know, if you have seen my Instagram, you see my shit with the Happy Hour Bay Area show. After 2.5 years, because COVID really wiped me out. My friendship with my business partner ended it right before COVID started. So it was kind of like a real transition to making from good money and stuff that I was doing in that field to it just not being there. Got severely depressed and everything. But my cousins and us got me back. We're with the Happy Hour show. It's been really booming. 10 shows in. We've got really great feedback. We're trying to push it to Netflix. And then the last thing is joining you guys, man. Like, you guys really don't know what you guys do for me on the daily basis. You know what I mean? Just hearing your guys' stories, the trials and tribulations everyone else has have on here makes it for me to have no excuses. And I'm forever thankful for everyone on this team for checking in on me, for just, you know, being kind and just pushing me. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys very, very much.
Man, Otis, yeah, I love what people are saying. I love the support. Stay strong. Like nobody has, really an idea of what that feels like and what you're going through with your family. But the fact that you're finding strength in your son and that you're reinventing yourself as you go along, man, I love this. Because I want to share this with you, and I'm gonna be honest with everyone, because I'm super, super guilty of this. I run at a very, very high level. My calendar is packed every single day. There's times where I don't even get up. It is appointment, 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 appointment. I'm like, I'm going to serve at the highest. Well, what happens is that when you run at such a high octane, you have to look at your calendar and say, when was my implementation time, right? When did I spend time to implement the ideas that I have in my head? Or am I just getting run over with appointment, and I'm not stopping and being masterful in my execution? So I want to encourage you guys, no matter how many appointments you're going on, no matter how much time that you're spending prospecting, I get it. You have to build your business, but you also have to become masterful at execution. The only way that you are masterful at execution is by calendaring that. I'm going to start taking Monday afternoons off. I'm not off, but I'm not doing any appointments, that time is going to be spent for genius time, for implementation. That time is going to, for me, to brain dump all these ideas that I have and say, you know what, this is how we're going to do it. Then I'm going to put an action plan around that. So if you haven't read The Big Leap, highly, highly recommend that you read The Big Leap. He talks about Einstein time, genius time, being able to think and to process. But if you just go, 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 and you don't spend that time to have some stillness, to have some quiet time, to process your thoughts and all the beautiful ideas that you guys have, all you're going to do is just run into the next day, run into the next day. And then it's like, oh, Saturday, and then it's Sunday, then I got kids, then I got this, then I got sports. And oh my God, when is my actual time to just be still, to think? And if I think and I'm able to get clarity, I can implement. So I love that you brought that up, Otis. Let's go to you, Vanessa. Vanessa, you had your hand up. What's on your mind?
Hey, so what's working for my business is actually being comfortable, being myself, and not trying to figure out how to be like professional. Because I've never worked in an office, I've never done a 9-to-5. And so when I started doing real estate, I thought I needed to be exactly what you think a real estate agent is. And since coming here and seeing people just be themselves and not care, that's helped me immensely, because it's also made me more comfortable speaking to people like, oh yeah, I do real estate, and not worrying about them being like, oh, but you know, you don't fit the mold, you're running around in ripped jeans with tattoos. Like, I feel more comfortable about me, and it's making me be able to speak to people better, and just doing more research and knowing the market more. Like, my husband's constantly making fun of me and being like, oh, but did I tell you about the interest? Because I'm always looking him up and doing more research, because I feel more comfortable talking. And that's what's been working for me lately.
I love it. I love it. And what's the baby's name?
This is Cyan. We call her Banana.
So cute. Well, Vanessa, I appreciate you sharing. I appreciate you opening up, and I appreciate you saying, you know what? I'm glad you feel comfortable to be yourself, because if you're new to this call, you guys, and you're new to Team Fast, you'll know that this is an environment where you can just rock whoever you are as a human being, and it is okay. In other places, you might have felt like it's not okay, but not here. So thanks for sharing. Sandy Cruz, you had your hand up. Let's go over to you.
Hey, I don't have like a complete list, but I was just going
to. Yeah, and it's like, you guys, I want you, and thank you for saying that. Like, I want you guys to take some time on it, but if you had something, then please share, because come back to this, add to this, you guys. This is something that's gonna, like, my list is pretty long, but we had some time and I wrote over the weekend. So Sandy, all good. Let's hear what you have thus far.
Okay. So what is like working well for me right now? Definitely partnering. It's opened up a lot of opportunity for me. I'm learning a lot. So I highly recommend to anybody, if you haven't already started, looking into partnering with some of our fellow like agents. It's been really, really great for me so far. It's kind of opening up a lot of doors. And my biggest challenge has really just been finding balance. I think probably everybody struggles with this, especially in their first year or so, but I just have felt like I've had so much going on in the last year since I've gotten licensed last August. It's just finding balance with all of the things in my personal life, and then figuring out how to implement this new like time for this new business too. And being realistic about like where I can dedicate myself and prioritize stuff. One of the best things that I've implemented has been like calendaring, and just sticking to my calendar and living by my calendar and making time for everything every day. And if I can't do it, like move it around somewhere else, but that's been really helpful for me. Top highlights of this year. So I just had my second transaction, so I was really excited about that.
With
like
Iris, right?
Yeah, me and Cyrus partnered, and this was, it was really like, all of it was just a really great learning experience and cool opportunity. And it's kind of like reinvigorated me a little bit, because I think, you go through a slump and it kind of makes you feel a little bit down, and kind of like pump me back up a little bit. my son taking his training wheels off his bike, but also just kind of stepping into a lot more independence. He's 7, and I don't know, this last year has been a whole lot of growth for him. Learning backside slides. I roller skate. For those of you who don't know, I roller skate transition on ramps and stuff. And just a couple weeks ago, I got backside slides, which is something I really been wanting to get. And something I'm really looking forward to this year is taking my son to Sweden this summer to spend some time with my fiance and his family. So yeah, that's my list.
I love it. And you guys, I promise you, when you do this exercise, you start to realize like, wow, like I've had some really cool things happen this year and things that I'm looking forward to. And then like those bucket lists, I don't think we talk about bucket lists enough, right? We're just like, we don't write it out enough. So I appreciate you sharing, Sandy. Chris, I'm going to come to you in a second, but while we're on this topic or while we're talking, I want to share this thought with you. Met some incredible people over the weekend. I mean, this guy that we met, he just sold a couple months ago a company for $3 billion. Now it's not his only company. He's got multiple companies, talks about investment, talks about coaching and all these huge major projects that he's working on. The one thing that he talked about in the eyes of a consumer, whether they're buying a home or whether they're selling a home, is being able to work from a position of safety. And here's what I want to share with you. He shared here that fame is the most efficient business model, because when somebody can identify with who you are, you've answered questions, you have addressed things that they're probably thinking about on your IG, through your video, through being able to constantly see who you are, that the fame is the most efficient business model. And I love that. I don't care how much you guys write. I don't care how much you share the KCM blogs. None of that shit matters, I promise you. If you can address how people are going to feel safe by working with you, by addressing the things that are probably on their mind, the concerns, the worries, the cares, and they can get a sense of who you are before they even sit at the table with you, I promise you guys, you will win more business. Fame provides safety. Safety is the #1 concern for buyers. How my deposit, how am I going to go through this process? What does a pre-approval look like? What are contingencies? What are these reports? If you could address those things and provide a level of safety for consumers, and you do this by documenting every single thing and providing this catalog of who you are and how you're going to provide safety to a consumer, I promise you guys, I promise you, you will see more interaction and you'll see people want to do business with you, because when you get to the table, they've already been able to see who you are, right? You guys, I don't want to reiterate. I don't want to badger this into you, but you guys need to create so much video to where it's exhausting, right? Like look at Glinda Baker. If you don't follow her, it's not always about real estate, but they're like, I feel safe with her because I see her, I hear from her. She's constantly producing. She is constantly out in front of everything. So I wanted to share that with you because I just looked at my notes while Sandy was speaking. Chris, let's go over to you.
Good morning, everybody. So a few of my highlights, obviously joining Team Fast, just finding a home. You know what I'm saying? In this journey, I got my license in December, so just getting a home felt great. Told you guys about my 4 whys, and my mother, my daughter, my little sister, she's 12, and my grandmother, and we all were able to celebrate my grandmother's birthday, 79 years old. So that's a blessing right there. What else did I have? I had, oh yeah, my daughter's been with me for these 3 weeks. That's been a highlight. I've been loving that. She stays in Sacramento and they have year-round school. So she's been with me. What I'm looking forward to is selling a house. Looking forward to that. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward to making money in a new field. And I'm also looking forward to finally getting fully rehabbed. I know you guys don't know my story, but I was an athlete, and I've torn both of my pec muscles, and I've also torn my meniscus. So it's been a journey. I've been about 3 years, and I keep going up and down, and I feel my best when I'm able to be active. So I'm just trying to get to that point. I can't wait till it finally happens. And then my bucket list is getting back down to the 240 range. When I first joined Team Fast, I was 268. And then I started working out, got to about 258. And when Christiana came, I gained about 5 more pounds. So when she leaves, I'm gonna get back on that cycle. Trying to find my unique style as an agent, like Vanessa was talking about, finding her own lane. It's okay to be out the box. My mother is a stand-up comedian, so I have some type of sense of humor. I want to bring that to the table. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big guy. I'm gonna bring that to the table. A little swag to himself. Gonna bring that to the table. And like Vanessa said, being a part of Team Fast allows you to do that. I'm looking forward to the Fast Buddy with Otis and my boy Cortez, and looking forward to taking my family somewhere after we sell these houses. That's pretty much it.
I love this. I love this conversation, you guys. So someone asked for it's actually Glenda Baker. It's Glenda with 2 N's. But Chris, I love what you said about being able to spend time with the daughter and your 4 whys. The reason why I want to do this, you guys, is because Monday is about mindset, motivation, and intent, right? And so when you're clear on those things, then it says, okay, how am I going to approach this week, right? When we say, how am I going to play bigger? Like, what are the things that I'm going to do that are going to elevate my game, right? Like, I don't want to just think about all these great things that I want to do. I don't want to think about how I'm going to serve people. I'm truly going to play at a bigger level, and you have to own that, right? And so you have to say, what are the things that I can do right now to play bigger in my field? And so I absolutely love it. Kamal, you had your hand up. Let's go to you, and let's come full circle on a couple of things in a few minutes, you guys.
Hi, I actually just want to introduce myself to everyone. I just joined team last Friday, and I want to say hi to everyone. Hi, the question you asked, I don't know. I think my biggest challenge right now is I'm not really organized, and then I think I need help for that, and then I feel like I joined this team because I really heard good stuff about you guys from Renan. And then I had my license last year in September, and then I joined EXP actually, and then with different small team. I done a couple of transactions, but I feel like even though I done, 2 transactions, I still feel like I need to learn a lot. And that's why I'm here, so I can get help from you guys.
Love it. And we appreciate you being here, and thanks for choosing us as your team and the people that you want to align with. You guys, when we think about what was done in this last couple of days, like, it was just powerful to hear how people are playing. And you guys, everyone has a different path, and what works for one person might be vastly different from what works for you. So that's why I say, like, get in these rooms with people, share thoughts, share ideas. If you have any local masterminds that you can attend, any different events that you can go to, like, go and learn and become a student of everything that is happening in our business. And if you could take one thing that you can implement in yours, then cool. We all have different paths on how to get to our next escrow, to our next client, to our next closing. And so some things might not work for Sandy that works for Roxanne, because they're at different times in their business, right? But the idea is to surround yourself with people and get in the room. Yeah, like you're saying, like, get in the room with people and just start to learn from everyone. The one thing that was really powerful, and I mean, multiple things are powerful, it's just like, throw your ego as far out the door that you possibly can and be open to receiving, right? It's one thing to want to give, and that's important too, but like, be open to receiving as much as you possibly can. Because there was aha moments, that we were sitting there in that room, and Kenny's had tremendous level of success since, starting in this business. But there was just times where it's like, wow, it's like almost like an awakening in some things, like a reminder of things that we've done, or things like we can implement that right away and help the team. So it's just like, be aware of where you're going, who you're with, what you're contributing, and what you're receiving, because it's super, super powerful. Kenny and I he's been a little bit more than me, but I've been to like 7, 8 masterminds in the last couple of months, and I feel like I've grown tremendously, but it allows me to bring stuff back to the table. So any other more thoughts on the 3 questions, the highlights, the what's working for you in your business? Any other insights on that anybody wants to share? All right, cool. So if you started in late on the call today, let's kind of go back through this. Superpower, obviously identify what your superpower is. What are your top 5 highlights of the year, top 5 things that you're looking forward to this year, and top 5 bucket list items, and just write, you guys. And then what's working for you, and do a business check-in. What's working for you in your business? What are your biggest challenges? And who or what can help you? And what's the best thing that you've implemented into your business this year? So a lot of thoughts, a lot of insight. Otis, is that a new hand up, bro?
Yeah, but I'm gonna let you finish. It was about to be about Glenda Baker and just posting the videos.
No, so let's just go there, bro.
Someone that creates content, I think I've said it on here before, but I think Glenda is I've seen it before too, and you're right. Like, it's just a overload of it, and it just gets you to the sense that you can feel who she is as a person. And I think that's the biggest thing that I've heard on the classes and the Zooms, is a lot of people being afraid to show this, the imposter syndrome. Even myself, I was that, because I was like, fuck, I don't want people to know that I'm like this hip hop host and I fucking hang with people that smoke weed and, you know, turn up and shit like that. So I think the fact that if you hit people with the onslaught of content from real estate, from TV, from your kids, it gives you a roller coaster of emotions, and it lets you, like you say, let people know, like, oh, this dude's pretty cool, or this chick, I didn't know she gets down like that. That's pretty fly. Like, I think the fact that it shows the range of emotions as a human, from compassion to empathy to energy and all that stuff. So when you guys are posting these videos, you guys, so what if your bar has like fucking 45 videos on your Instagram, or your TikTok's got like 15 videos? People love content. And one thing that revved up content that we all don't talk about was a bad thing what COVID did, but it also got the viewer's mind to lock in on tons of content, because people were shut out and had shit to do. So even though COVID is coming out of the woodworks and we're getting back to regular life, that feed and need for content is still there. So continue to knock out as much content as possible. Because I was looking at that, and I even sent it to my team, my TV team, and was like, look, this is coming from directly my boss. Like, if he's saying to do this, we need to do this shit. So go to the mastermind and look at some of those the posts that Kenny got and he put up on there. I say it all the time. He has a lot of videos up there, and you get lost in it, but pay attention to those gems that he put in like that, about the difference between TikTok and Instagram and how you label your videos and all that stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm gonna ask you guys a question, and I want you to get real with yourselves, right? Because I think that in this environment, we're always able to be ourselves, to express and to be real. But I want to ask you a question. How would you like working for you, right? And meaning, like, if you're with a client, if you're a client, like, what is that experience like for your consumers? Is it organized? Is it specialized? Is there a sense of safety? Is there a sense of like leadership, of education, right? How would you like working with yourself? And then on a personal level, how would you like living with yourself? How would you like living with yourself? How are you showing up at home? What are the things that you're doing on Sunday night for dinner? How are you coming home to your lady, to your partner, to your significant other? Are you just like, oh, hey guys, hey kids, okay. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, so yeah, I'm thinking if we offer 750,000, yeah, that's not gonna work. Hold the kids, let's keep, like, how would you enjoy living with yourself? What does that feel like to be in your household with you? What is it like working with you? If you were to say, this is the experience that I'd have working with myself, like, if you could just be honest with yourself, would you like it? Is it cool? Is it fun? Is it educational? Is it all the things that we know we should be for our clients? And then on a personal level, like, how are you showing up at home? How are you coming home? What's that experience like, right? We got to make sure that we're having some really, really strong conversations with ourselves, because I want you guys focused. I want you clear. I want you to have intention as you move through this business. So I wanted to hit you guys with that question. And like I said, when we come back from these events, we're always filled with different things, different thoughts. Kenny's on the line. Kenny, I not to go that far deep in the woods, but any key takeaways from the last 3 days in Scottsdale that you want to share with the team?
No, I mean, the stuff that I liked the most was like the boring stuff, like the standard operating practices and getting just more documented. One thing was that you should be able to run the company like or whatever position that you have where that person can go on vacation and everything's taken care of because they have a really good instructions layout. And then for anyone that doesn't have operating procedures for their staff, that person is unpromotable because no one can take over that job. So that person can go do the next job. That was pretty powerful.
Totally. And think about this, you guys, like just think about your standard operating procedures. Do you know what happens in order for you to get a lead? What happens as soon as you connect with that lead? What happens as soon as you go show homes? What happens right afterwards when you review disclosures? What happens on the next Zoom? What happens when you review the RPA? What happens when you actually get into contract? Do you know the entire flow from start to finish? Just as a company, we are working on our SOPs, but as individuals, it's important that you guys know your process as well. So good stuff, Kenny.
And I mean, I can't, it's too long. But me and Elias are going to do the, the guy that's teaching us 100% closing rate, listing appointment style. So we're going to download the video and then bring it back to the office and then kind of teach it back to you guys, hopefully in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, you guys, it's absolute fire, like fire. So we're going to dissect that information and then we're going to perfect it and we're going to deliver it to you guys. And I'm really, really pumped. So let's do this, you guys. Let's go through a couple key takeaways. I'm going to go to Christina. She's a guest on the line today. Christina, key takeaways from today's session. Let's hear from you.
I was trying to be off off the highlight. Yeah, a lot of it is really good stuff. It's really not what I expected. I'm new. Hello, everyone. Yeah, so looking what to look forward to and just human connection, personal relationships, quality time with my family, living with intention every single day, being congruent with what I say and what I do. Just maximizing everything, maximizing my time, my relationship with time is kind of funky, as you know. So yeah, just perfecting that. But I'm really excited to be with a team that I can flow with, and it seems like it's here. So
love it. Well, Christina, we had a great conversation over the weekend. Looking forward to our continued conversations, and thanks for chiming in. I'll come to Joe Allen after I go to Bria. Bria, let's hear from you. Key takeaways from today's session. Bria going once, Bria going twice. All right, cool. Joe, there she is.
All right, I'm here. Sorry.
Hi, Bria.
I'm running the lake, y'all. Bear with me.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. Shout out to you. I like that. So, Bria, key takeaways from today's sesh.
Key takeaways. Your team seems very inspirational. I love that you guys are focusing, more on, the personal aspect, because the foundation with yourself is extremely important to show up for your clients. You got to show up for yourself. I'm definitely going to be working on my time management. I can't wait to interview with you and Kenny today. I'm so out of breath, sorry. But yeah, you guys are all an inspiration. Keep going and have a great week, you guys.
Awesome. Thank you, Bria. Appreciate you chiming in. Joelle, let's hear from you. Key takeaways from today's sesh. Joelle, are you there?
Can you hear me? Are you? Sorry.
Yeah, it's all
I'm
right.
in the middle, so don't mind the mess over here.
It's all good.
My thing is that I wanted to point out that I thought maybe you would have touched on was your network being your net worth. That is huge and very impactful, because being a part of this team.
Hey, Joelle, do me a favor, cut your camera because your audio is going in and out. Just try cutting your camera.
Okay. But basically, being on this team of our net worth of people, extraordinary leaders like yourself, Kenny, just everyone, like, this is our network. And by being here, we've already stepped up our game, because our net worth, yeah. So
I appreciate you saying that. And we're honored to be able to serve. Like, we are truly, truly honored to serve. Because what I look at is how many people can we help in this business grow a life that they never even dreamed of. Like that to me is like, when we look back 8-10 years from now, like, look how many millionaires we've created in this space. Like, that feels amazing.
Exactly.
To be
Yeah, I'm already playing bigger just by being here, and I'm just going to go even bigger. So thank you to you guys.
I love that. Thank you for choosing us. Zyra, let's go to you. And Zyra, hey, congrats on all of the accomplishments that you're making in the gym, because I know that plays obviously a factor into the way you feel. And so we see you out there. So Zyra, key takeaways from today's session.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. So key takeaways, like always, I think the biggest thing with a lot of people is the time management. I'm realizing as I'm writing down, because I was driving earlier when you had mentioned the things that are working and the things that aren't working, or the things that you could do better on. I have way more things that I can do better on than the things that are working, which is totally okay.
Yeah.
I think the things that are working are partnering up with agents and then meeting agents. And every time I'm in the office and there's other agents in here, especially at the Fairfield office, because this is the closest one to home, I learned something new every single time. So if you guys are not going into the offices, do yourself a favor and just go into the offices that have more people in them, because of course, like right now I'm alone, but I need to get work done. But other than that, like I'm trying to go to the other offices just to get around more people and just learn more. And then study time never ends. So just continue to learn. Even after you pass your test, I think it's even more of a study, educational purpose, setting aside time to study and to learn. So yeah.
Oh, I love it. And you know, you guys, the conversation of proximity is super, super important. Let's go to Juan Hernandez. Let's hear from you, bro. Key takeaways from today's session.
All right. Some key takeaways from today's session. How y'all? I'm a new agent. Some key takeaways from today's test. From today's meeting, was the fact that a lot of the things that you guys needed to work on is, something that I need to work on as well. Like building my network and things of that nature. So I just like the fact that, you guys let me know about how to kind of fix it and what's kind of working from you guys. I also like to hear that as well. So that's kind of why I got out the meeting today. So I also appreciate that.
Love it,
very
bro.
nerve-wracking to be on the call as well. So getting uncomfortable is something I need to work on as well.
It's good, bro. And Juan, thank you for being here. And I'll tell you what, you guys, Juan has been working phones and working lead sources to set appointments. This dude has mad skill. So let's not discount yourself, bro. Like, yeah, you're getting used to like public speaking. However, dude's got mad skill. I'm looking forward to seeing him blow up. So a couple things really quick, you guys. I want to go back to this here. If you guys have not done your Spark Hire interview, you guys, or excuse me, your unique value proposition, where was it? I just sent it again this morning. All right, you guys. So I want you to go in and take a moment to record your unique value proposition. I've gotten a handful of yours, but I want to get more. Thank you to everyone that's already contributed and sent theirs, but this is going to push you a little bit, but I want you to be very, very clear. If you had one opportunity to sing your song, like Johnny Cash did in the movie Walk the Line, like what would you say, what would you deliver, and what is your unique value proposition to the world? I don't want to hear, well, I'm honest, I have integrity and work with, it's like that's what it should be, right? We know that, but like, let's hear what is your true unique value proposition, what you offer to the world, and why people should do business with you. So please do that for me, you guys. So that way Kenny and I can use that for future sessions. So I want you to remember a few things. Fame is the most efficient business model. Fame provides safety. If you guys are creating content, you guys are answering questions and addressing concerns prior to consumers even meeting you. Think about that. Working smarter, not working harder. If you don't have any of these things documented, if you cannot share any of these things with the consumer, then they're having to start from square one in getting to know you, like you, trust you, know that you're someone of value, and knowing that that's someone that can protect them and address any of their fears. Safety, right? So I want you guys to understand that your ability to create content is not self-serving, right? Your ability to create content is to let other people understand who you are, put them at ease, and create a level of safety within your consumers that may not exist. So I want you guys to, where do you get the FFM? Kenny, if you could send that. No, okay. It's on the calendar, the fast forward movement, and the login is inflation with the capital I. Capital I. So you guys, I appreciate you. Thank you guys for being here. Let's play bigger, right? Let's not just think bigger. Let's play bigger. Let's go out and absolutely own our week. We're going to be sharing the details of boot camp that is coming soon. So if you want more information about that and you want to participate in boot camp, it's going to be intense, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. And our hope is to walk out of there with around 30 deals. So you guys have a wonderful, oh, there it is right there, Colette.
Elias, can I ask you a question?
Yo, sir.
Just looking at the calendar, the lunch and learn, is that for everybody or is that like a certain group?
No, that's for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's on the Team Fast calendar, it's in yellow, it's for everyone.
Okay.
All
It's in green, but it's cool.
It's a lunch and learn.
Okay. All good.
Yeah, it's yellow on my side, so maybe I'm seeing it as yellow. So you guys have a
Green is
wonderful.
Green is for money.
You guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. Really look at your life and your business and say, how can I play bigger? How can I contribute? Know how important your fame is and your creation of videos, and go out there and do the things that you've been telling yourself that you need to do, you guys. Listen, here for support, here to help you in any way that I can. I'm more grateful than you guys will ever know. Thank you for your time, your effort, and your energy. Peace. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.